applied for Rambo 5. I did.
Where did you find that?
I applied on... I still have the email address if you want it. It's shooting in... Well, it was supposed to shoot in Louisiana. But now they're saying they might change everything altogether. Because the Mexico thing is too touchy. But,
That'd be good if you filmed it in the UK. I'll definitely apply for that.
Yeah, I applied at Millennium. I sent them my portfolio, the movies I've done. I told them that, you know, I would even pay my way to go there and film and everything. No reply.
Damn.
Mickey Cardoni also, he applied too. Yeah.
When will they start filming that?
They put up the casting call September, and then they were supposed to film on October 27th. Then it got halted with no explanation, just these things happen. And then I saw an Italian interview the other day where Sly was saying that it was too much of a touchy premise and they might go in a whole different direction, which leads me to believe that he's still thinking about doing the original Savage Hunt premise.
It's going to be a bit weird. It's a bit like, you know, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull with the aliens coming down and all that. That was too sci-fi, far-fetched, like, you know, fantasy kind. You know, like, if Rambo's fighting this gorilla beast machine thing in the woods, it's going to be like, oh no, it ain't going to work, you know.
Yeah, I want to see Rambo take on.
It's going to be like Predator, but with Rambo in it. You know, it's going to be like something like that. But the Predator's going to be on 4 legs and like hairy and fangs, like, you know what I mean? He's like trying to fight. No, that's stupid.
It's a Homo scimitar. It's like half saber-tooth, half man.
No, it's going to be shit. You know, don't have a saber-tooth fucking monster, I tell you. Bring back Stephen Chang so he can kill the last of the Vietnam. You know what I mean? That's what I say.
Yep.
Or bring back Brian Denny. That's what I say.
That'd be great.
My version of Rambo 5, right, would have been Rambo, like, you see Rambo walking into the distance, like, from number 4, and the words are going up. So my version is like, he's back indoors, he sees his old man after all them years, he goes back into town to get a job, he goes into a bar to have a drink, and like, he's at the bar and he's drinking, and he looks over and he sees Brian Denny with a few blokes, and then he has that flashback scene of him like, saying, go ahead, you son of a bitch, like, you know, he's got the gun. But he don't do it, because, like, you know, how he does in Rambo the first one, and then Brian Denny looks at him, and he has a flashback of him, like, in the woods, and, like, you know, him, the old, like, let it go, and, like, and then he's thinking, like, you know, that's that son of a bitch who got me in the wheelchair. So Brian Denny's in the wheelchair at the bar with his blokes, but the blokes are a couple of the blokes who he done in the woods, and plus his sons. And then they have that moment of, like, looking, and then Rambo knows he's going to kick off again, so he goes after Rambo again. So basically, you've got Brian Denny who survived, well, he did survive, he's in a wheelchair now, with his sons and a few of the ones who was like, you know, in the woods, and they go after him again in town. Yeah, that's my version of Rambo fight.
That'd be perfect. Because, like,
Stapleton, you got the ginger-headed one who's in, like, NCI, whatever it is.
Yeah. Like, cause I find the problem I had with Rambo 4 was there was no connection. Like, there was little throwdowns to the other Rambo movies, but there was no. It was like there was no continuation, kind of. It was kind of just went its own way, you know. So I would hope that in the next one, they, you know, say what happened to Troutman and, you know, maybe what happened to this person, or just bring it, you know, full circle.
Because in the end of Rambo 4, did he go back to Hope?
No, he went to Bowie, Arizona, I think.
So we're Arizona to Hope, how far is the distance? Is that a long way?
Yeah, I think so, because Hope is, can't wait, BC to Arizona. Let's see here. It says 2,733 kilometers. I don't know if that's right.
We're saying miles.
Hon? How many kilometers are in a mile? I think 5. What? 1.6? 1.6. 1.6. So it would be like what? 30 miles? 3,000 miles?
2,000 what?
2,733 kilometers.
Okay. In miles.
I will be right back. I'm just going.
That's 1,698.21 miles.
He could walk that. He could walk that. Come on. He walked. He walked.
That's like 1,600 miles away.
He walked like everywhere. In the book, in the sequel to the book, they say that he walked, from. He went back to see his girlfriend, and they didn't want to see him in that town, and he just walked around for 7 years or something like that. So yeah, he could make it.
Damn.
He could, if he caught the plane from Burma to Arizona, he could walk from Arizona too.
That's 1,600 miles, so basically he's not in the Hope. That's what I was thinking, he might go back into town, and that's where he sees Brian Denny in the wheelchair, and then he goes back after him again with his sons and the blokes from the forest. But that's like, you're talking from he's 1,600 miles back to Hope and he sees him in the wheelchair. It's like a wasted journey, ain't it?
And then they're all like, we're not going after him. Except for Denny, he's like, you're going to get him.
Oh, right. But no, I hope that film does really turn out good.
Yeah, me too. Like, I think they're going to film Creed first.
Yeah.
In January, and then I think it's after that. So.
Creed, right? Yeah, Creed, the boxing one, yeah.
So I think they're going that route, which is kind of like usually they go that route.
Because it's not going to be a Rocky film. I think it's only going to have a small part in it.
Yeah.
It's basically going to be more of Apollo Creed's grandson, so like Stallone, I heard that he's only going to have just a brief cameo in the film. It's not going to be another Rocky film that everyone thinks, yeah, Creed, Rocky film, it ain't going to be like that, I think.
Well, I also heard there's this rumor that I was saying that Rocky is going to be dying of something in the movie.
Like Mickey number 3, but he dies and he goes for a fight and he's like, oh no, he's crying or that,
Yeah. What was I looking at last night? Last Mogul. Have you seen this documentary called Last Moguls? It's a BBC documentary. I was watching it last night. It was pretty fantastic. I'll send you the link. There is a trailer in here, because this was all done by Golem and his company.
Yeah.
And, back in those days, they had more advertisements than they actually had movies. That way they could get to make the movies.
BBC what?
I'm sending you the link. It's right there. There's a part in this. Where is it?
Last Moguls.
I'm trying to remember where I saw it. It was pretty cool. It's a trailer. It's a trailer for. Let me see if I can bring it up. It's a trailer for the early concept of Over the Top. But
it's documentary.
Yeah, but it's got the Rambo pitch for Over the Top. It's pretty interesting. You know, like the Rambo pitch. You know, like for part 1 and 2 and 3. By the third one, they're like, you know, the first time was for his country, or like no, the first time he was fighting for his life, and then the second time he was fighting for his country, and this time it's for a friend.
Yeah.
But this time they're like, this time he's fighting with his bare hands. It's amazingly hilarious. I'm trying to find where it is. It's at 10 minutes. Just after 10 minutes. Or if you put it at 10 minutes, you'll see all the movies that they were making, and then they go right into like the trailer.
Here we go.
The road in an 18-wheeler and heads out to become a world-class champion. This time, he's fighting with his bare hands. Over the dawn.
I laughed my ass off last night when I saw that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, he's like standing like, you know, gripping someone's hands. Dun, 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 dun. He's fighting for his bare hands. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a documentary about Canon when they all set up and they was going for big films, and then they took a couple of films and it flopped, and that's where Canon just like completely just went under.
Yeah, it's called Electric Boogaloo. That's the name of the documentary. Like the real documentary. It's called Electric Boogaloo. Fascinating to see how many movies they had running on a yearly basis. That was, wow.
Damn, wow. No, I think the last film they tried to do was Cutthroat Island. I think it's flopped.
Yep.
Cutthroat Island just made it flop, but they should come back. They should get back into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, one of them's dead.
Is it?
I think there's only one alive. I think.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure.
Because it was a case of doing Cutthroat Island, or it was an Arnold Schwarzenegger film they was going to do. I think I saw it on Wikipedia, and they turned down the Arnold Schwarzenegger film for Cutthroat Island, and it fucking flopped. And this Schwarzenegger film was supposed to be a bit like what's Total Recall? It's supposed to be before Total Recall. It's going to be this like massive big like Running Man Total Recall film, but they turned it down for Cutthroat Island, dickheads. You know what I mean? Fucked up big time. Yeah, Wikipedia it, Canon Films, and it goes through everything what I was saying about. I read that up, and I was like, yeah, that would have been wicked. That would have been like the film The Running Man, cross between Total Recall. That would have been amazing, wicked.
Yeah, I'm reading The Running Man actually, and it's wow, like amazing. Because
the Army, he was like right at the top of his peak. He had like he didn't even do Terminator 2 yet, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And he ain't done True Lies, and he was doing like Commando and all them films at the time, like the big ones. They turned the fucker down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Silly bastards.